Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah. A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to HJN. So, of course, as I've said earlier, there are going to be a few other subjects that I would much rather not talk about here, that I'll have moved up so that way I can get them done ahead of time. And more importantly, so I can get them over with so I won't have to have any more burden or any more weight on my chest any longer. So, of course, let's get started on that. So, what I'm going to talk about now is tobacco. The second type of super common drug out there alongside alcohol. That just makes me wonder, how do people even sleep at night? I guess the answer is very simple. They can't. Because chances are that, depending on how much tobacco they have on a daily basis, their lungs could cost them their own life. And the many people out there who might be smoking right now and are pretty much watching this right now thinking that I'm the idiot here who's just begging for attention, then well, just go ahead and shoot me with your own opinion on this, because I'm not just going to sit here and watch people start smoking left and right. Smoking is just the worst common thing that people do now. They've been doing it for so long now. I mean, it's been getting through to my head on a constant basis. And as a matter of fact, I see an ashtray right there, just 7 feet in front of me. That's just what's going to continue fueling my rage, because somehow, even though I'm 7 feet away and a couple windows are open, which you could probably hear the background noise. So, of course, that's why I'd have to speak somewhat louder, because the background noise is kind of loud. But anyways, I just keep looking at that glass ashtray. And from my own perspective, I will say for sure, tobacco has had its wonder in people's lives. Supposedly what it will do, it will raise your heart rate, it will keep your blood pressure right, but the main things that it does that are completely wrong would include one of the most common type. Carcinogenic induction. That's right. I've talked about carcinogens themselves, the many types that currently exist, and what they're capable of doing. But as it turns out, tobacco smoke is way more common than ever. Even today. We get lots of people who want to either buy their own pack of cigarettes or actual cigars or anything that they could possibly get their hands on in a drugstore. That is just so wow. I mean, drugstore, liquor store, I don't even care anymore. I mean, I'm just so frustrated by all this nonsense that, of course, that's why I'm coming here, talking about it now, so I won't have to, well, explode on other people with all these facts. Tobacco is a killer. Alcohol is a killer. And I already talked about alcohol some time ago, so be sure to check out that episode if you will. Tobacco. A carcinogen, though. Out of the many carcinogens that exist, tobacco rules them all. Even though that it's confirmed that processed meats like some bacon, smoked items, or sausages are definitely a big carcinogen out there in the real world. It's definitely a wonder why many of us even live to just have this stuff. I mean, tobacco is not at all good for you. Smoked meat definitely ain't good for you. And the many other things that I've already talked about based on alcohol and the like, they're also not good for you. Alcohol is a poison. Tobacco is a carcinogen, and it's also a lung destroyer. And smoked meats, they're pretty much an addiction. And of course, I have also talked about addiction. That's another little shout out to myself that I've done here. So, I don't know about you, but might as well go ahead and start petitioning to have tobacco removed from America. maybe even worldwide. But, the time that I got now, I can definitely focus on what I could end up doing otherwise. So let's just let that be for now. I'm just glad to have tobacco off my chest and talked about it here on my channel. But if you want to see more go down, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.